Hello, viewers. This is Rashmita Mangalore. And first of all, thank you very much for all your love, like, and support for my videos. Subscriptions and your likes have really motivated me to do my best in my upcoming videos. And please keep up the same support for all my videos. And please share it to your friends as well so that I can give you the best and best of the topics and make your preparation for competitive exams easier than before. Watching my videos for all you need to know about CTET exam. First of all, good news for all the candidates who had applied for this July CTET that it has been postponed. Previously, the date was July 5th, but due to sudden rise in the COVID-19, the government has decided to postpone the exam. So, good thing is that you have still more time to prepare for the exam. So in this video, we shall see the last minute strategies what you can do it to clear the exam within the short span of time. So if you are not prepared yet, still the time is there for you to prepare. Before we begin, if you have not yet subscribed to my videos, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get notifications on my next videos. So I'll give you the basic ideology of what exactly is the CTET exam. So let's start the session without wasting any second. So first of all, what is this CTET exam? So it is basically Central Teacher Eligibility Test, and it is a national level offline exam conducted by the Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE. Why is this exam conducted? So basically this exam is conducted to shortlist candidates for appointment as teachers in classes 1 to 8 for CBSE syllabus. So there are two CTET papers in the exam. Paper 1 for the candidate who plan to teach for class 1 to 5 and paper 2 for candidates who plan to teach for class 6 to 8. Now, when is this exam conducted? So, on yearly basis, it is conducted twice a year in the month of July and December. And this year, July 2020, the date was July 5, which has been postponed, as I've told you, due to the sudden rise in the COVID-19 cases. So, as a precautionary basis, the exam has been postponed. Now, how is the exam conducted? So basically it is an objective type assessment and the question papers will be bilingual both in Hindi and English language, which will carry multiple choice questions, MCQs. Both papers 1 and 2 will carry 150 marks each and each question will carry 1 mark. And positive point is that there is no negative marking. The time duration to attempt both paper 1 and 2 will be 2 hours 30 minutes. So exactly 150 minutes to attempt 150 questions. So here I would like to add another note that if you want to try for primary classes, then you have to attend paper 1, and if you are planning for from classes 8 to 10, then you have to attend paper 2. But if you want to try your forte on both the things, you can apply for both the papers, and the paper 1 would be conducted in the morning session and the paper 2 would be conducted in the afternoon session. So if you have applied for both the papers, you have to spend your whole day for the exam. But if you have applied for either of them, then you'll have half a day exam. And what about the syllabus? So paper 1 is divided into several sections. So first 3 sections is child development and pedagogy, language 1 and language 2, and these are compulsory papers. And optionals, you'll be having mathematics and environmental studies. So these are the papers what you will have to attend, that is mathematics and environmental studies. All of the sections will have 30 questions each, and for which 30 marks will be allotted. Now for the paper 2, the first 3 sections are the same as the paper 1, but the level of difficulty would be a little higher than paper 1 since it is for high school. So CDP, language 1 and language 2, the important topics are as similar as the paper 1, and you will have optionals here, that is either you can choose any of the combinations given here. So mathematics and science, or social science and social studies, or mathematics, science and social studies for teachers of any other subject. Now so what is the smart route to clear CTET in the first attempt? I'll share you all the tips that I had done it to clear my CTET in the first attempt. Please keep in mind that if you have to clear CTET, you have to just gain the cutoff marks. For example, it is for general 60%, OBC, SC and ST it is 55%. So if you're attaining 90 out of 150 under general category and 82 out of 150 under OBC, SC and ST category, then you are qualifying this exam. So what you have to plan is you have to reach the cutoff marks. So if you are getting that cutoff marks, you are qualified. But keep in mind that every year the cutoff marks will vary with 1 to 5 marks. So you have to check on current year's cutoff mark, and then you have to plan the strategy. Make sure that you are completely ready and prepared to gain at least a minimum of 90 marks out of 150 marks. So first thing what you have to keep in mind to clear CTET in first attempt is have a clear knowledge on the syllabus. Write down the subtopic covered under each section and note down the important concepts. So first you have to have a clear knowledge about what to study and how much to study. So you have to go through the syllabus which is already given in the CBSE website. So please write down the subtopics covered under each section. So note down the important concept and start preparing for the same. Secondly, what you have to do is please know your strength and weakness subject wise. So study and revise the easier topics first. So if your preparation time permits, have a glance on your difficult subjects in the last. So for this, what I suggest is plan your work smartly. Let me tell my example. I don't have a strong hold on math subjects. So what I had done is I concentrated on all the other subjects like CDP, language 1, language 2 and science. And when it comes to maths, I just glanced on only the important formulas, so that I can calculate at least if I have time in the exam. So what I did is my complete preparation was focused on the first 4 part, because if I skip maths, I have already 120 marks in my hand. So 30 marks I can take a toss. When I had last 1 week time for the exam, I just glanced on maths, and according to previous question paper, I learned how to solve the question papers given in under maths. So this is how I prepared. I did not give my full time and full attention to math, since I felt that subject was little difficult for me when compared to other subjects. So this you can do. So completely it's your choice and your level of understanding. Next is you have to collect the resource for studying important topics. So basically you should have NCERT textbooks, audio and video study resources. Why audio and video study resources is this will give you extra input on your memory, and you can remember it longer time. For science and maths, I just went through the NCERT textbooks only, and only for language I went on for the audio and video resources what I used to get. So nextly, what you have to do is you have to study the previous year question papers, know the key answers, identify the source topic, list down the important topics to study. So it's not like you just start solving all the question papers what you have. Instead of solving it, what you have to do is just collect the key answer which is already there in the websites. So just mark the answers, and from the answer and the question, try to find out from which topic is the question asked. So you have to identify that source topic, and also analyze from which topics you had more questions. So you have to prepare for that topics first, and list down the important topics to study first. So you have to choose the important topics first from the question paper itself. This will save a lot of your time. And next, what you can do is please practice certain tricks to solve MCQs. So in this test, time really counts, because you cannot spend more than a minute for one question. So you have to have a thorough knowledge and skill on how to solve MCQs easily. So there are several methods to solve MCQs quickly by using lesser time. So the first one is knockout method. So knockout method, what we do is among the 4 options we start analyzing, and at least 1 or 2 we'll know that they are surely not the answer. So we start cancelling out that, and we take a chance with the other 2 options. So if you have vast knowledge on the content, it will surely be easy for you to select the options. Now relationships. So relationship is we start analyzing what kind of relationship is there for the option and the question. So sometimes they give options in such a way that they are nowhere related to the question. So you have to analyze and identify that. And basic knowledge. Yes, of course, you should have a basic knowledge on the topics as well as the option given in the MCQs. And your surely SRW skills will surely help you. So why speaking, reading and writing is important is it helps you to solve the passage questions very easily when it comes to languages. And reading skills, why it is important is it will help you to solve the correct spelling. So if your pronunciation is right, you can easily identify the correct spelling among the 4 options given. Finally, when you are done with all this, Just this is not just preparation is not important, but the way you perform in the exam, that exactly counts. So for how many days you study, for how many hours you study, or for how many minutes you study, what topics you study, how vast or how deep you study, it doesn't matter at all. Only matter is how do you perform in that 150 minutes in the exam hall and give your best. So be calm during the exam, let your wisdom do its magic. So all the best for your CTET. Get to work, keep going, and don't stop until you get success. So if you like my videos, please like and share my videos, and also don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for receiving notifications on my upcoming videos. And thank you so much for watching.